Dear viewers, welcome to our channel GS Bank Academy. Today I am going to discuss about JAB accounts paper. Two case studies, one is on ratios, another one is on depreciation. I am going to discuss. Now this is case study number 1. Debt equity ratio of a firm is debt equity ratio is 4:1. Debt means long term loans. 4. Equity is 1, that is 4:1. Debt to equity, long-term loan to equity, net worth 4:1. Current ratio, current assets by current liability. Current ratio, current assets by current liability. Current assets are 1.5, current liability is 1. This is the current ratio. Current ratio. Owned funds, net owned funds are net worth of the firm is 3 lakhs. Net worth is 3 lakhs. Net worth is 3 lakhs. Net worth means capital plus reserves, 3 lakhs. Total assets, 30 lakhs. Total assets of the firm is 30 lakhs. Find current assets, that is the question. That given long-term loans net worth equity 4:1. Current ratio, current assets by current liability 1.5:1. Owned funds, net worth reserves 3 lakhs. Total assets of the firm is 30 lakhs. Find current assets. From this we have to, total assets 30 lakhs means total liabilities are also you have to take 30 lakhs. Both sides are equal. Assets is equal to liabilities. So total liabilities are 30 lakhs you have to take. Now DE ratio formula, debt equity ratio formula, long term borrowings or long term loans repayable after 1 year from the balance sheet date. Repayable after 1 year, long term loans divided by net worth or own funds. This is the ratio they had already given 4:1. So every 1 rupee net worth long term borrowing is 4. Net worth is own funds is 1, long term borrowings are 4. Now they had already given own funds in the problem, they had given already 3. Own funds are 3 lakhs. Own funds net worth is 3 lakhs, that is 1. 1 is equal to 3 lakhs. Debt equity ratio, long term borrowing to net worth 1. Own funds is 1 is equal to 3 lakhs. Now you have to calculate what are the long term loans or long term borrowings. Long term borrowings are 4. 1 is equal to 3 lakhs. 4 is equal to how much? 4 times. So 3 lakhs into 4, 12 lakhs. So 1 rupee is net worth. 4 times are long term borrowings. So net worth is own funds is 3 lakhs means into 4. 3 lakhs into 4, 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs is the long term loans. Now liability side, total liabilities are 30 lakhs. Long term loans are 12 lakhs. Own funds are 3 lakhs. Total 15 lakhs. Remaining are current liabilities. Total liability 30 minus 15. 12 plus 3, 15. Current liabilities are 15 lakhs. Current liabilities are 15. Total liabilities are 30 lakhs. Total assets 30 means total liabilities are 30. Out of 30 lakhs, long term borrowings are 12 lakhs. And own funds are 3 lakhs. So remaining amount is current liabilities. 30 lakhs minus 12 minus 3. So current liabilities are 15 lakhs. Repayable within 1 year or 1 operating cycle from the date of balance sheet, that is current liabilities 15 lakhs. Now current ratio also they had given. Current ratio 1.5:1. Current ratio 1.5:1. Current assets by current liabilities. Current assets by current liabilities is equal 1.5:1. It means every 1 rupee current liability, current assets are 1.5. Every 1 rupee current liability, current assets are 1.5. So 1 rupee, 1 time is equal 15 lakhs. Current liabilities are 15 lakhs. 1 is equal to 15. 1.5 is equal to how much? Because current assets are 1.5 times of current liability. Current assets are 1.5 times of current liability. So current liabilities are 15 into 1.5. 1.5 into 15, that is 22.5 lakh. Current assets are 22.5 lakhs. 22.5 lakhs. This type of questions in the accountancy, they are asking these questions. So they are giving clue also. Bond funds they are given. With that we are calculating long-term loans and current liabilities also we are calculated because they are given the ratio. In this manner, we have to calculate the missing figure. This is current assets missing figure. We are calculated. Now current assets 22.5 lakhs. Current liabilities are 15 lakhs. When you can calculate current ratio, 22.5 divided by 15 lakhs, you will get 1.5:1. Reverse check. Cross check number 1. Number 2, long-term loans are 12 lakhs divided by own funds are 3 lakhs. 12 by 3 means 4:1. 12 divided by 3, 4:1. DE ratio is tallied and current ratio is tallied. The problem is correct. This is case study number 1, which they are asking in the accountancy paper and promotional exam also. Case study number 2, that is regarding depreciation. This topic is very, very important from the accountancy point of view. Accountancy paper JAB. Value of the machine, cost of the machine 24 lakhs. 24 lakhs is the machine. Salvage value, scrap value after 10 years 2 lakh rupees. So end of 10 years we are getting scrap or salvage value 2 lakhs rupees. Now 24 lakhs is the cost of the machine. Salvage value, scrap value is 2 lakhs. Useful life of the machine is 10 years. Life is 10 years. By using the sum of years digit method, calculate the depreciation for the 3rd year and 8th year. With these figures, calculate the depreciation by using sum of years digit method, depreciation for the 3rd year and depreciation for the 8th year you have to calculate now. Sum of years digit. Now this is the sum of years. 10 years means 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. So sum of years is for 10 years 55. Sum of years digit is 55. Simple, what I done? Simple, we have taken the 10 years 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 55. Now, second step. Cost of the machine is 24 lakhs. 24 lakhs. Scrap value or salvage value end of 10 years 2 lakhs. So 24 lakhs minus 2 lakhs, 22 lakhs. On this amount 22 lakhs, we have to provide the depreciation by using sum of digits method. On 22 lakhs, you have to provide depreciation by using sum of years digit method. What is the question they had asked? 3rd year depreciation. 3rd year means from this side you have to this. This is first year 10, 2nd year 9, 3rd year 8. Sum of year digits from this you have to take 8. 8. This is 3rd year. 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So 8th. I have taken 8. 3rd year depreciation is equal. This is the value. On this value you have to provide the depreciation 22 lakhs into 8. 3rd year means 8 divided by sum of years digit is 55. 22 lakhs into 8 divided by 55. 22 lakhs into 8, that is for 3rd year, divided by 55. This is. So 3,20,000 is the 3rd year depreciation. 3,20,000. 3,20,000. Now, what is the depreciation for the 8th year? 8th year. Come to this. 1st year, 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year, 6th, 7th, 8th year. 8th year figure is 3. 8th year figure is 3. So 8th year depreciation is equal to, on 22 lakhs you have to provide the depreciation. 22 lakhs into 3, that is the 8th year. 8th year 3 divided by 55. 22 lakhs into 3 divided by 55. The 8th year depreciation is 1,20,000. 1,20,000. In this manner, you have to calculate for any number of years also by using this. What is the importance of this method? In the initial years, the depreciation was very, very high. In the initial first or second years, the depreciation was very, very high. When the years are going on passing, the depreciation amount is coming down. The depreciation amount is coming up. This is the main importance point under this method. Second point. Under the sum of years digit method, by the end of the 10th year, so the value of the machine is becoming 0. Because 22 lakhs you are providing. So by end of the 10th year, the value of the machine is 0. 22 lakhs will becoming 0. This is called sum of years digit method. In the accountancy paper, we are getting at least 2 to 4 or 6 marks questions from depreciation. Normally they are asking depreciation, each question 2 marks. I think this will help for your preparation of JAB accountancy. In further videos, we are going to update daily 1 or 2 case studies about the accountancy. Thank you very much for all the viewers for supporting our channel and by watching regularly. We are also posting videos about JAB, CAB and promotional examinations regularly. Thank you very much for all for watching our videos.